...2023 presidency, appeal court dismisses suit against Tinubu and Shettima. Wow. So a court of appeal sitting at Abuja, okay, has dismissed the case that is leveled against Tinubu and Shettima by PDP. Let's see what they have to say. A three-man member panel headed by Justice James Abundaga in an unanimous judgment held that the PDP failed to establish that it had a legal basis to institute a case against Tinubu and Shettima. The Court of Appeal Abuja Friday evening dismissed an appeal by People Democratic Party seeking the disqualification of Bola Tinubu, the presidential candidate of the All Progressive Congress APC, and the deputy Kashim Shettima in the 25 February election. A three-man panel headed by Justice James Abunaga in an unanimous judgment held that the PDP failed to establish that it had a legal basis or locus standi to institute the case. The News Agency of Nigeria reported that the case file or the case they have asked the appellate court to reverse the 13th January judgment delivered by Justice Inyang Ekwo of a Federal High Court, Abuja, which dismissed a suit on the grounds that the PDP lacked the legal basis to have instituted the suit. While the PDP was the appellant, the Independent National Electoral Commission, APC, Mr. Tinubu and Shettima were respondents in the appeal. The PDP had, in the suit filed on 28 July 2022, challenged the validity of Tinubu-Shettima ticket for the 2023 presidential election. It argued that Mr. Shettima's nomination as the running mate was in breach of the provisions of Section 291, Section 29, Subsection 1, 33, 35, and 84, Subsection 1 and 2 of the Electoral Act 2022, as amended, claiming that Mr. Shettima had double nomination. He claimed that as of the time Mr. Shettima was nominated as a vice presidential candidate, he had not resigned nor withdrawn his nomination as candidate for the Borno Central Senatorial pool. The party argued that Mr. Shettima's nomination as a vice presidential candidate, as well as the candidate for the Borno Central Senatorial seat, contravened the law. The PDP, which sought an order disqualifying the APC, Mr. Tinubu, and Mr. Shettima from contesting the presidential election scheduled for February 25, equally asked the court for an order nullifying their candidacy. Now, it further asked the court for an order compelling INEC to remove their names from its list of nominated or sponsored candidates eligible to contest the election. The defendants, in their preliminary objection, urged the court to dismiss the suit for want of jurisdiction. They contended that the plaintiff lacked the legal basis to institute the case, which invariably challenged APC's decision and its nomination of candidates for the election, which were within the confines of the party's internal affairs and thus non-justiciable. Delivering the lead judgment, Justice Adundaga, who agreed with the submissions of lawyers to the respondent, including Thomas Ojo of Latif Fagbemi and Co., described the PDP as a busybody who dabbled into issues that were internal affairs of the APC. Justice Abundaga held that the trial court was right to have held that the PDP failed to establish its legal basis. The appellant, having failed to disclose its locus standi, this appeal fails and it is hereby dismissed, he said, and proceeded to affirm the judgment of the High Court. The judge also awarded 5 million naira cost against the appellant lawyer, J.O. Olotu. Now, wow, this is Nigeria. So this was a case actually that was instituted by PDP in July 2022 to challenge the candidacy of Tinubu and Shettima. Okay, and they brought the major argument around Shettima being a candidate for Borno Central senatorial seat, at the same time a vice presidential candidate for the APC, and all of these are within the APC system. Okay, so the appeal court, can you imagine? So this judgment was supposed to be before the election of February 25. They delayed that case till this week now, after the whole election and the winner has emerged. And now that quashing the case. Why did they delay it? Why didn't they quash the case before the election? That is the problem with Nigerian judiciary. Whether the appellants have local standing or lacked local standing in whichever case, why did the case delay till this moment? Why didn't they pass this judgment before the election? That is why I have problem with Nigerian judiciary. At the end of the day, when the case is meaningless because the general election has been held and the winners have emerged, and the same people that you think they've been nullified actually won the election from INEC's standpoint. Now, it is now when the court is now cancelling the case. Who is interested in this case at this time? Nobody. Nobody's interested. So the case, first of all, is dead. Okay, because that is not the interest of people now. The interest of people now is challenging the outcome of the election in the first place, which is what PDP again with Atiku and Peter Obi of Labour Party are doing right now, and that is the major case to be handled right now. The judiciary system in Nigeria is flawed, quite unfortunate. Somebody said if the judiciary is not careful in the country in the way they turn truth into lies, their temple will soon be occupied and they will be chased out of this country. We can't continue to be a laughingstock because criminals calling themselves judges are occupying key positions. Somebody said you are correct. There is no hope for the common man in this country, and that is true. By normal standard, PDP APC are not supposed to inherit Aso Rock anymore. Enough of fraudulent parties so that Nigeria takes off to be redeemed by Labour Party. Labour Party, Obi cannot smell that seed. That's what somebody say. Don't worry, it will shock you what it will happen. It is only a mumu follower of politics that believes that Tinubu will be removed. Others don't have concrete proof, but lies. No wahala now. You just wait. Let God do it. Somebody said, yes, you are very correct. It is only gullible mumu that we believe such. We hear. Another victory to APC, Asiwaju Niwa Lojokojo. Asiwaju Niwa Lojokojo. Can you imagine? So Asiwaju don't come. Go and sit down. No wahala. Well, with your name, there is no need to answer you. Evil set of people. That is what they are. PDP and Labour parties make una rest. If you can't win, you join the winning party APC. Shebi pass all parties in Nigeria. Okay, so APC sabi pass all parties in Nigeria. We hear because you are rigging election. You are rigging election. Somebody say you are a big fool, no sense. Yes, now for saying APC sabi pass all other political parties in Nigeria. Just look at the evils that want to fall on the masses. I jump and pass. The APC, you don't japa. You don't come up for Nigeria. You don't come up for Nigeria. So that is the case that the appeal court at Abuja has quashed now. They have thrown away, dismissed that case that PDP instituted against APC in 2022 July to nullify Tinubu Shettima candidacy because of Shettima having double ticket, one as senatorial candidate in Borno Central and at the same time as a vice presidential candidate for Tinubu still in APC. So thank you for listening and let's have your comment.